Hey everybody, Travis and Nikki here from wallsofyourcave.com, coming at you after a fine Saturday in the park in Chicago. We had a wonderful time at Northerly Island this evening.
An awesome show tonight.
Awesome show.
Yeah, it was really fun. The whole show was actually very fun.
Yeah, we had a blast. How can you not have a blast when you go see Phish? So we'll get right into the show here to kick things off with Moma Dance. Great way to start the show. An opener they've been going to pretty frequently on this tour. It was fine with me.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and then 1-2 punch, Funky Moma Dance and the Funky Wolfman's Brother, which brought the real first chunk of improv from the first set. Stayed pretty type 1 here, but had plenty of meat to sink your teeth into in the Wolfman's.
Yeah.
I dug it.
I definitely dug it. It wasn't a definite type 2 Wolfman's, but
yeah, hey, got a little funky,
it was
dirty.
Really good. It was really good. I liked it.
We had 46 Days also brought a nice little jam segment. Again, nothing too long, nothing too spacey, but again, some more grinding and dirty stuff, and this overall, I thought this was another very strong first set, and it's really nice to see them getting stronger and stronger with the first sets and making them, have more stuff going on and more stuff to sink your teeth into there in the first sets.
I have to agree. And so then we had Brian and Robert, which actually we hadn't heard this story yet, so that was kind of nice.
It's been a while for Brian and Robert.
Yes.
I don't remember off the top of my head the last one, but I love that song. It's great.
It was really nice, really beautiful. I don't think a lot of people were listening to it, but we were, and we thought it was great.
Maybe it didn't fit the vibe perfectly, I feel like the overall vibe in the venue tonight was real sort of Saturday night party. I think there was a lot of people there maybe for their only show of the tour tonight.
But that's okay. I mean,
a lot of people just looking to go have a good time and see Phish, which is what it's all about.
Yeah, and I liked how it actually went into the wingsuit, which, of course, is one of our favorites. Someday you're going to see this kid in a rented wingsuit. There's been lots of research about how to actually obtain a wingsuit.
I don't give up all my secrets. Someone's going to steal my idea.
I don't think anyone's going to steal that idea. I don't think anyone's going to be wearing a wingsuit daily.
I think a wingsuit would be comfortable to rock out in the show. I love wingsuit. It was wonderful to hear.
It was really beautiful.
I mean, it's been like, what, 3 shows since they played it last time? I was starting to like twitch a little bit and, need my wingsuit fix. Fortunately, we got it. And it was another beautiful version. Again, not too far out there, but wonderful to hear. Terrific full band interaction. Great solo from Trey. Probably my favorite part of the first set is because I love the song so much.
Probably. As much as I loved it, it wasn't my very favorite of the first set. Next though, we will get to what my favorite part of the whole set was. But we had Tube.
Yes, Tube into Free, very funky, heavy. I really dug the Free tonight. There was a rocking, a lot going on.
There's a lot of meat to the Free today.
Yeah, really got pretty heavy. Mike and Trey interacting incredibly well. Mike dropping bombs all over the place. Fishman fucking pounding it again. He's playing so well right now.
Fishman really, really was the shining light, I think, tonight.
Again,
he really did a really incredible job.
Yeah.
It was hard to even explain because it was just, he definitely brought it.
That is a good way to put it. And Tube had some nice smoke on the water teases to get a little fun here.
Yeah. There was a lot of teases tonight. Those were the first of
teases.
Yeah, that was the first of the evening. But then my favorite part of the first set.
Take it away.
It was actually the Roguet. I love Roguet. I know it's kind of quiet and it's not always a big, huge crowd pleaser, but I think it was beautiful. I thought it was really beautiful, and I got lost for a little while in the Roguet because I just really liked that song. I thought everything about it was great. I mean, what do you have to say about it?
It was outstanding. They have been just crushing that song every time they played it, I feel like, in the last few years. And this version was no exception. Just outstanding. You can't... one of the things that we love so much about going to see Phish is when all 4 band members interact and each play their own little perfect role in making this entire thing that's way bigger than all 4 of them put together. And that's what happens in reggae. You know, the way they each take a verse, or not a verse, but a chunk of the verse, and you know, it's quintessential Phish to me. And tonight's version was phenomenal.
It was phenomenal. It was really, really good. And then we closed out the set with the Antelope. I actually liked.
Me too.
I thought the Antelope wasn't a regular.
Tour for me.
Yeah, it wasn't the regular just Antelope. You know, I really felt like it had a little bit to it. I thought it was very creative.
Yes.
I thought it was really creative, and it went
dark.
Yeah, dark, and went to really interesting places rather than just Antelope.
Yeah.
So it was nice. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Absolutely. And cracking up at the end, they're singing "They Might Be Giants." Istanbul, not Constantinople.
That was my favorite. That's my favorite part of it. Which I actually am dating myself here, but actually, I used to really love the "They Might Be Giants." So for me,
who didn't have Flood when they were a kid?
I know.
That was awesome.
And if you've never had Flood, you really actually should get it.
Check it out.
It's a really good album.
They Might Be Giants' brand new album, Flood.
Yeah, brand new album from what, 92? I think 91 maybe. But I really like the Istanbul, not Constantinople tease in that. I think it really made it for me.
They
like
was the water again at the end of I think they did.
I think so. I think it was actually both of it. Yeah, actually they did. So anyway, then today there was a wonderful charity event that was going on that was put on by Rick Hirsch called Screens and Studs. This was a charity actually he's from Richmond, Virginia, and it's to benefit the MS Society and a few other charities. I also believe the Alliance for the Great Lakes was another one that they're going to donate money for. It was great this year, actually. Jim Pollock did a personal print for them.
Unbelievable.
It's incredible. It's really good. So we can actually show you that.
Screens and Suds.
So this is the Screens and Suds print.
I mean, combining two of the greatest things in the world, craft beer and poster.
And the poster. I absolutely adore this poster. So I'm not so sure you're going to see a whole bunch of them on walls of your cave, because I think one will be framed on our wall. Because I am...
on the walls of our cave.
I have my cave, because I really like it. There was also a silent auction today for Not Pollock. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly what happened with that, so I don't know who won it, how much it was won for, but that's a really cool thing. So they're doing a lot of really cool stuff. I know that they're going to continue to do these events, which... I don't know if they're always going to be in Chicago, but I know that they're also discussing one for November in Richmond.
Yeah, I think most of them are in Richmond, but I think they did this one because Mr. Pollock was able to come get it together, and you know, of course, obviously the Phish shows here, you know, makes a lot of sense. I heard there was one of those Pollocks that was signed by the whole band.
Yes. It went for $500. $500 for the band. But, I mean, that is
kudos
so
to
cool.
the band for supporting it. Kudos for Mr. Pollock for supporting it. Terrific poster. Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you for all the support.
Support that cause. You know, those guys are terrific, and it's benefiting, you know, a wonderful cause.
It's been a really great event, so always keep your eyes open. I was a little late announcing it on our Facebook today, but in the future, I will not be late. So... if you want more information, you can actually go to their website, which is screensandsuds.com.
Yes, screens N, not and, but nsuds.com. Check them out. Find them on Facebook.
You can even join their events, and you can give them your email, and then they'll be in touch with you, because any artist actually can contribute.
There you go. All you artists out there, contribute. And... for the Phish poster, we have the second of 3 pieces by Mr. Millward, Drew Millward, his triptych coming up. This one is probably my favorite of the 3. I really dig the graffiti here in the bottom. Just lift it up just a touch so you can see the date there in the graffiti. You know, this one, I dig the guy in the middle. This is like the middle of the street where this flood is about to take over and, you know, kill us all. Like we almost all died last year here in Chicago.
Yes.
So another great psychedelic piece. This baby's going to look awesome when you get all 3 pieces framed together. Again, my personal tip, go to the merch booth on the lawn, get your poster, and keep these ones because they're gonna be hot. There's a ton of people in there tonight.
Yeah, I know, and I think people actually might be watching these videos because the lawn merch booth was mobbed today. Yesterday it was easy, but I felt like it was a heck of a lot more people at that merch booth today.
There still less people than at the
other one.
The other one.
Yeah, so wait until we get there and then you know. But so anyway, so the second set started out with Greenie. Greenie is just awesome. Greenie is the heavy metal of Phish, pretty much. So as always, we love that. I really like the heavier, darker Phish, and that's why I love Greenie.
Absolutely.
Tonight was rocking too.
It was rocking. It wasn't very long, but
it was short.
Still maybe a little sore. Headbang, Greenie, love it. Great way to get the second set started. Great way to get, everybody who was in there fired up. People got rowdy. Everybody was ready to go. It was a real sign they were ready to come out, guns blazing for the set.
Yeah, and then it went into Waves, which actually was one of my highlights of the show. I really loved the Waves.
It was beautiful.
I really thought it was awesome. And it seemed like it was long.
Yeah.
How long was it, do you think?
I didn't get a clock on it. I mean, you know me, I'm not like one of those guys with like a clipboard and a cape and like a war.
Or just ask ZYZX on that
buddy.
They're our stats guy. Everybody uses them, so I'd be surprised if you don't, actually.
But anyways, it was beautiful, really well played, perfectly placed too. Nice contrast with Greenie. Kept the set flowing in the right direction. Up here, down here, keeps people interested. Love the contrast, love the flow.
And then we had Fuego again, which I am in love with. So I don't care. I don't know if they're actually watching these videos and heard me saying how much I would love it every single show, because we're getting it every other, and I am thrilled about it. Oh, yeah. I'm thrilled. I could hear it all the time, and it's always better. Well, it's not always better. But it's definitely, it's evolving every single time, and I love how they're playing with it, and I think tonight was good.
Everybody who only goes to one show on tour deserves to hear it. Absolutely. And I think they should give it to them. I think they should actually be playing it more often. They're not quite playing it enough for me.
No.
But... Maybe,
how much more would you want?
I mean, I think they should play it at every show, and maybe twice per show. But at least
first and second set. So then we also had the Twist. I'm getting a little sick of Twist. But tonight was really good. It was a very good twist. I just feel like I've heard it.
They've only played it a handful of times. Whatever.
Handful? I feel like it's every day. But...
Hater.
Whatever. I mean,
this version's great.
It was good tonight.
A couple of cool teases. I think there were some Fuego teases in there.
I think it took a long time to get there, though.
It did. They did it around a little bit, and then it started to really bring it home good. And I had a nice chunk of improv in there, not too long, not too drawn out, not too, no like fourth dimension alien spacecraft landings, which we will get to later on in the set. Yes. But still, great version. Well played, well placed, and really just what I wanted to hear, really personally. Good.
And then there was the light, which I thought was great. I just felt it took a long time to get there.
Are you going to hate her again?
No, I'm not hatering. I'm just being honest. I mean, that's the facts of it. I mean, it took a long time of them playing around with a lot of different sounds and a lot of different ideas to get where it needed to go. And when it did, it did. And I thought it was really good. I just felt like it took a long time to get there. I mean, really? You don't think it did?
I mean, sometimes improv takes long to develop. I mean, if they knew what to, if it all, if they wrote it in advance and it came out, then it wouldn't take so long. But, Light is one of those songs that more frequently takes a long time. So I'm okay with them sort of trying to figure it out for a couple of minutes and see which direction they want to take it in, and
it just, I don't know, it just seemed like it took a long time to organize itself. It seemed like everybody was doing so many different things.
I feel the same way about the last one in Northerly Island, and that one took a little while to develop and then went to this incredible place that was awesome, and tonight's version took a little while to develop and then went to a completely different place. If you listen to the last 6 or 8 minutes of each of the lights from the last two from Randall's and the one from tonight, you wouldn't even believe that they were the same song.
Yeah.
And I love tonight's version. It got so spacey and ambient. I mean, it was just like candles around the lemon wheel ambient, but this was my alien spacecraft jam. I swear there was like a UFO coming down from behind that giant stage. I mean, there was
and there was fireworks at the very end.
And, and then at the end,
at the very end, all of a sudden there was fireworks.
I
think it came from the Pitchforks Festival, but it was off in the background. It was actually perfect from our vantage point because we were over in the stands, and all of a sudden, right off to the side of the stage were fireworks.
Perfect.
It was perfect, and perfect for the start of 20 Years Later, which is amazing. We have not heard that song in a while. When was the last time we heard it?
Last one was New Year's Eve, but it was the first one of this tour, and very, very welcome and great to hear. I've obviously, as I told you a couple of days ago, I've been dying for it because, I just had my 20th anniversary of seeing the band, so 20 years later, I'm still upside down.
I love that song. That's another one I could hear almost every day. It's really dark. It's really poignant. I just really like that song a lot, and I think it was great that they played it, and I think they played it really well.
They played it really well. No real jam out of it, but that's okay. It was great to hear performed. It's a pretty complicated song. There's a ton of lyrics and a few different changes, a bunch of different sections, and they nailed them all. And really, and again, this set for me was all about the contrast. It was like heavy Caverns, beautiful waves. Dirty twist, spacey ambient light, and then like dark kind of evil 20 years later.
Which brings us into the summer of Hood, because this was another big heavy hitter.
How good has the Hood been lately? And tonight, I mean, we were arguing Great Woods versus Tonight.
I personally still, something about that Great Woods Hood for me was really it.
This was, for me, Hood was a highlight of the show tonight. It was mind-blowing. I mean, the jam could have, it sounded to me, I was thinking, as they were playing, I was thinking that the jam could have come out of, Drown or Rock and Roll or something. It was that style of improv, full-on Type 2 rock and hose Phish, just fantastic. This is a must-hear. So patient, perfect. They built out the Hood jam into this totally different balls-to-the-wall rocking thing, and then broke it down, and then built Hood back up to the glorious Hood peak that we all love so much. Just such a fantastic version. I love this one. Hood, they've been crushing this song every time they played it on this tour, and this might have been my favorite one. I don't like to do too much with rankings and comparisons and everything, and just, we talk about how much we love it. I love this version. Maybe I'll go back and re-listen and see which one is better or worse, but, the point is, they're playing the song really well. Tonight's version is outstanding and completely different than any other version they played on this tour, which is what we're looking for.
Yeah, which is really all we want to
play it every 3 shows. I don't care if they play completely
and it's
different
amazing every time. Every time it's just better and better and better. I think that there's just something about it. I mean, granted, I say that, but I still do like the Mansfield Hood. But I think that Mansfield Hood just was so different.
It's so great when you get so many great versions to compare.
It's hard to figure out.
I like chocolate pistachio ice cream better than, chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. It's great to have the problem of comparing so many outstanding versions of an outstanding song.
Yep, and so then they closed it out with Caverns.
Closed out Cavern, old school. The Hood Cavern combo has been very common on this tour, and I love it. Old school throwback style. I knew Cavern was coming. I could feel it at the end of Hood. And as soon as I saw Trey turn around and look at Fishman. Nice. We just are we still on here? Okay. Yeah, we are still rolling. We're keeping it rolling.
Keeping it rolling.
A little glitch in my head there. So as soon as Trey turned around, looked at Fishman, I knew that they were slamming into Cavern. Perfect way to close the set. Rock and roll, love Cavern.
That's great. And then for the encore, I called it. I have to say, I called the grind.
When they came out and gathered around the mic, she was like, grind.
Oh, they're playing grind.
I don't know who saw that.
Hey, this is advanced Phish. Calling the grind.
Grind is grind, hilarious and great. First bug of the tour, fantastic.
Oh, the bug.
Great way to end the show, or almost end the show.
Yeah, almost end the show.
I thought it was going to end the show.
I really like that bug a lot, but I don't know if I liked it a lot just because I haven't heard it this tour, or because I just that was a great version. I wasn't so
Both.
sure if it was both or not, but I really loved it. And then they closed the whole show out with Susie, which typically is not something of my favorite. I'm not a big Susie fan. But tonight, I actually really liked the Susie.
Yeah, it's great.
I had a lot of fun. I actually raged.
Into it.
Yeah, I danced. I even danced a lot during Susie, which I usually don't. I usually sit there all pissed off. But
did I mention that she is a hater? Have I mentioned that lately?
But no, I'm not a hater because tonight I was really loving the Susie and I danced. And
She goes to see this band every single time they play and sits around.
No, I don't. I am not. Come on, buddy. No, I'm not sitting there all upset. They're just, I'm picky. But regardless, I love everything they.
Time she goes to see this band.
Regardless, I love the band. I love everything they do, and I'm happy. I'm fortunate enough to be there, and we're lucky. We're incredibly lucky. We're incredibly lucky to have this band and be able to see it. So I'm not hatering on everything. I'm just being honest with my feelings. So regardless, I thought it was an awesome show. I thought it was a lot of fun. I really, really liked it. I don't know how I would necessarily rank it. It was kind of like a DTE for me, which DTE was very fun and exciting, but it wasn't like the best show tour. But I had a lot of fun tonight, and I think there was a lot of. I thought the higher peaks were bigger than the DTE tonight. But.
Maybe I can see that. To me, tonight was like kind of an average show on this tour, but this tour has been so great that average is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
we had a blast. Phish killed it. Harry Hood was amazing, and there's so much good stuff to go back and listen to. Check out the Light. Check out the Hood. Check out the Rogue.
Ah, the Rogue. So, needless to say, check us out on Instagram.
Check out screensandsuds.com for awesome charity, awesome posters. We got one more show here at Northerly Island in Chicago. We're going to blow it up. I'm sure they are going to bring the house down tomorrow. We're primed for it. We're getting the Tweezer. We're getting the, what else are we getting tomorrow? Yem. We're going to get the second Yem of the tour tomorrow. Probably Ghost. I think they're gonna go pretty big. I think the jams are gonna come out. Never miss a Sunday show.
Yeah, Sunday shows.
So then we're gonna have a whole bunch of days off. So we're gonna miss all of you guys for a few days. We're gonna hang out here in Chicago for a couple extra days because we love this town.
Do nothing but eat food because this place is amazing. The restaurants here, everything about this city is awesome. I love Chicago. So
we're gonna hang out, we're gonna kick it, and then we're gonna roll on down to Charlotte, North Carolina. We'll meet up with you guys there. But yeah, we'll have one more coming at you tomorrow night. We're gonna have a blast. I'm sure Phish is gonna have a blast. Hope you all have a blast, and we'll see you soon.
We'll see you then.